My name is Violeta Shevger. I want to say something about the imprisonment of Serokati, of Abdullah Öcalan. We can say the meaning of the complot against him is a complot against free thoughts and against the tries to build up a world without oppression. The biggest oppression is the oppression of women, like patriarchy, the system of patriarchy, together with capitalism and all the other forms of oppression that go with this together. So the day that Abdullah Öcalan was arrested, many imperial powers played a role in arresting him. It's known that there was the involvement of Israel, of many other NATO members, and he couldn't find a place where he will not be arrested, because the state system, and he was arrested by this kind of state system, is something that in his thought, the thought of all revolutionaries in the world, is a problem. We don't want a world where we organize, where we cannot organize, where a state is telling us how to live, how to build our lives, what is freedom. So the thought of Serokati is first of all an internationalist thought. Is not important where you are from, what is your background. It is important for your personality, for your shape, and for the diversity of our movement, but it is not important in the sense of we go together one way. So the state is thinking exactly the opposite way. We have to be one nationality. We have to be one gender. We have to be, they even speak about races. So they want to control the people, and the state system is not something where we can live freely. So also with this together goes prisons. The day that he was arrested, it's the imprisonment of free thought, I would say. Not only Serokati is in prison, his isolation is one of the longest now, 20 years. There is also a lot of other freedom fighters in the prisons all over the world. Why? Because a free mind is the biggest threat to capitalist system, to a state system. I want to say just this, that me as an internationalist, I think it's important. We speak about this. It's important we make clear the complexity of being imprisoned. It's not just physically be put into four walls. The complot against Serokati is trying to stop a revolutionary process, but we see with the revolution in Rojava, in all parts of Kurdistan, in all parts of the world, the revolutionary movements are growing, we are working together. It cannot be imprisoned. Maybe even a person that is just in four walls can develop a very, very free mind, more than a person that can travel wherever she or he wants, but has a closed mind and is thinking in categories that don't let us work together, see each other as people. So I want to send my greetings to all the comrades, and especially as a woman, I want to give an appeal that I think we have seen in the philosophy of Serokati, that if we first of all address each other as women, as non-binary people also, and try to know ourselves, know each other, then we can, with this, fight patriarchy, because we will know our strength, we will love ourselves or each other, and this is the answer to against imprisonments, against state, against capitalist system, is to live the free life we want to fight for. We are fighting for it also in the front lines, but also in the moment we are living it.
20 years ago, at the 15th of February 1999, the Kurdish leader Abdullah Öcalan was imprisoned by a complot of international forces. As YPG International, we say that his imprisonment, and especially that he is held in total isolation, is violence against human rights. Mr. Abdullah Öcalan is one of the biggest philosophers of our time. He inspired the ideology of the women's movement of Kurdistan a lot. His ideology is really beautiful. It's for liberation, for women's liberation, for ecology, for democracy and equality. We have to say that this imprisonment has to stop. We have to say, liberate Mr. Abdullah Öcalan. The freedom of Reba Apo is also our freedom. Jinjian Azadi, Biji Serok Apo.
My name is Eleftheria. I am fighter of YPG International. 20 years of the imprisonment of Reba Apo show us how nation states and especially NATO states stand to freedom of people. Reba Apo showed a new modern democracy for people. He figured out how people can live in peace together, especially in the Middle East. He understood and analyzed the problems of capitalism, nation states, and especially patriarchy in the society in a really special way that was before not in this way done, that can reach people, and he knew how to organize people. That they imprisoned him show us how the nation states, how the system does not want the people to be free. It's now 20 years ago that he was imprisoned, and until now he is still in isolation, he's still not free, and this is a sign for us that we have to fight even harder for freedom, that we have to stand even more together and not to lose the hope that he will become free, and so also the Kurdish people will be free. And when this revolution will be successful, also the women will organize in all places and all will become free. Biji Reba Apo, Jinjian Azadi.